Hey guys, welcome to my video. Thanks for coming. Glad you could join us. So in my last video I mentioned a little trip that my family had to Vegas. And by my family I mean my grandma, my aunt, my grandma's friend, and my cousin. And it was really fun. Vegas is very interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and I got to experience some of that stuff that goes on in Vegas. So no, didn't have a sugar daddy. I'm sorry, daddy, I love you. I don't even know what a sugar daddy is. I should probably Google that. And deleting search history. So I thought I would tell you guys about my trip to Vegas. And I had a little vision in my head. I thought, what goes really well with story time? I think snacks go really well with story time. And I think snuggles go really warm with story time. What? I think snuggles go really good with story time. Here we are, snuggling, snacking, and telling stories. Oh my gosh, I bought this blanket today just for this experience. It kind of looks like something you'd find in like a dead person's house, like a dead grandma, but that's what I kind of like about it. It's kind of, well, not so much that it looks like a dead grandma, something a dead grandma would have, just I kind of like how it looks. Let's just move on. Woo! These are like, nope, still gonna eat it. I think when you go to Vegas, it's more likely as a young woman, you're gonna experience a few weirdos, a few weirdo men. There was the occasional weird, random people touching my butt in a crowd of people that I can't see. A guy walked up to me with a camera and asked if he could take my picture. And I was like, no. And then he followed me around and took my picture anyway. I walked up to this Michael Jackson, guys, I love Michael Jackson. I walked up to this guy who was dressed like Michael Jackson, and you know, if you want to take pictures with somebody, you gotta give them a tip. This Michael Jackson looks at the camera, he goes, "Girl, that's your camera?" "Yeah." "And you be trying to pay me $1? You can have your dollar back." And he gave me my dollar back, and I was so mortified. I just stood there like, and I think I called him I was so angry, I would have gotten shot. Nope, still hard as a rock. So that happened, okay? A lot of that happened. But I think the craziest thing to happen while in Vegas was our run-in with the police. So we were on Fremont Street, okay? And we were going on the zip line. So we had to go, my aunt is disabled and she's in a chair. So, so she was gonna stay there and we were gonna go get our tickets for the zip line, which is just a little few doors down. So we walk to go to the ticket place, and these police officers roll up on their bikes. I don't even really remember them like coming up to us. I just remember them getting off of their bikes and walking straight up to us, and they're like, okay.
Ladies, we need you to step over here.
I'm like, is there a problem?
Ladies, we just really need you to step over here.
Okay, and me and my cousin look at each other like, oh my god, what did we do? We are on like the main part of the street, and if in between two buildings on Fremont Street, in between two buildings, there's like this little alleyway, okay? And the police officers go back towards the alleyway, and they said, "I'm gonna need you to follow us." And in the alleyway, can't we do it like right here? He said, "I'm gonna need you to follow us this way." And we started walking that way. They walk into the creepy corridor and in between these two buildings. Now it's still visible for people to see us, it's fine. It was just really weird. Why can't we do it just standing here out in public? So then they say, okay, we're gonna need to see your wallets, we need to see your phones, we need to see everything you have on you, we need to see that. And then I was like, my cousin was getting her stuff together to hand it. I said, wait a second, hold on. Who are you? What are you pulling us up over for? And I'm gonna need to see some serious identification. You wearing a badge on your shirt or dressed up in a police officer costume is not gonna allow me to give you my identification. If you're real, then great, I'll hand you my stuff, no problem, but I need to see some sort of identity and some sort of proof. They showed me their proof of identification. It was all legit and all legitimatical. I just made up a word and it was really cool. I shouldn't have even pointed out I made up a word, it just sounded cool. We give them all this stuff and then we kind of just sit there in silence. So what they did is they took our identification, they took our license, they took our school ID or whatever, and they held it and they put it in their pockets in their shirt. So then they take all of our other stuff, and we had like our wallets, our purses, our phones, our everything, and they put them over to the side, okay? So they put them like in the alleyway on the ground. It was really bizarre, like as far away from us as we could possibly get. Like he walked, like it wasn't casually, he sat down, and I'm like spitting out little like crumbs because they're not going away because they're rock solid. So even my saliva isn't dissolving them, they're just sitting on my tongue. It wasn't even convenient where he was just gonna set it behind him or so. He walked a significant distance to go set our stuff down on the ground so we could not be near it. Okay, I understand. This is Vegas. There are a lot. I just spit on my camera. I understand. This is Vegas. There is a lot of creepoids out in Vegas, but we're two teenage girls. What did we do? I start looking at my cousin, and I start beginning to talk to her. There's two cops, and they both look at us and say, "Don't look at each other and don't talk to each other." Oh my God, what did we do? Oh my gosh, did we kill somebody? Did we accidentally drug somebody? I didn't know what we did. It was so horrifying. These cops literally will not let me and my cousin make eye contact whatsoever, nothing. We can't look eye contact, we can't talk to each other, we can't any of that. We have to look straight at them, and each of them are talking to us separately. So then the cop comes over and starts drilling me. Who is this girl? Who is she? How do you know her? How are you related? Who is your aunt? Who is your cousin's aunt? Who are you? Like dressing us on like, do we really know each other? It was really weird and bizarre. On that note, really weird and bizarre questions, okay? So I was already just so freaked out. Then they start together, they talk, and then they come back over to us and they start talking together and they say,
So have you girls ever been to jail?
no.
Have you girls ever done drugs?
No.
Okay, well would you be scared to go to jail?
Yeah. It was so creepy, the questions they were asking us. Like, again, what did we do? Then they start talking like, well, what do you girls do for jobs? What do you do? Where are you from? And I say, well, I'm from Colorado. Okay, and what do you do for a job? I actually have a radio show that I do in Denver, and I travel public speaking. Okay guys, this is new to you too, so that's what I do for my job. I travel around and public speak, and I have my own radio show. And this officer, the one that I was talking to, I swear to God, this whole bad cop thing slid off of his body, and he became the most like polite person I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh my gosh! You do that? Are you serious? Well, tell me about it. What is, come here, listen with this girl. Tell me what you're doing. Yeah, oh, that's cool.
After all of that, and they all get together and start talking, these police officers, I should say, said,
Okay, well, the reason we pulled you over to the side is because it's really late and we don't want you girls to get hurt. So we just pulled you over to the side. Is your parents around?
Oh my God. Is this guy serious? Can I look at my cousin and ask if this guy is serious? Can I? Is this guy serious? Like, it was the most bizarre thing ever. The questions they were asking us, the way they treated us, it was bizarre. Ridiculously bizarre. And they're like,
Okay, well, you want to call your mom?
sure. Can I go get my stuff you threw halfway across the alley? Safe to say I won't be going back to Vegas ever again. So next time when we snuggle, snack, and tell stories, I'm gonna bring better snacks next time, okay? Yeah, yep. Definitely bringing better snacks next time. But I hope you guys like this new idea. I thought it'd be a way we could bond. We all snuggle, we all snack, and we all listen to me tell stories. I'm like the Wendy in Peter Pan. And they all lived happily ever after. Just kidding. If you go to Vegas, be prepared to die. Peace.